What's going on, everyone? So we got a video here to talk about Microsoft. So apparently they're still trying to produce 4.8 million consoles, and they're teaming up with Foxconn to expand their manufacturing in Vietnam, which is actually going to avoid tariffs as GTA 6 looms. So Microsoft doesn't want to end the supply of the series because they feel like when GTA 6 launches, everybody would still buy even their console. Interesting stuff here. Or maybe they're going to try to get some bundled marketing deal with it. Who knows what the price is going on in the future, how things are going to look by that time next year. Or if they'll even delay that game again. Good Lord, man. Yeah, you never know. But apparently Microsoft says they're going to be partnering with Foxconn. So they're not ready to stop the supply of the Xbox consoles. Now, what I think is that that's going to probably be what they want. I don't know about them trying to produce 4.8 million for 2 years. It's like you're not going to sell 10 million consoles. You know what I mean? In the next 2 years. I don't know how they're going to be able to do that because that's almost 10 million. Considering like how low they're selling now and they plan on jacking up the price. This is just like me just observing. Are you really going to be able to do that? And you're thinking GTA is going to be so big that you'll have the bundles? I mean, GTA 6 is definitely going to be big. But I need to see the prices in the future. I'm not trying to beat down anything, but I'm kind of saying here. So you saying that GTA is going to make you sell almost 5 million consoles for the next 2 years? With the Magnus supposed to be close? It's an interesting statement there. So it says right here, geopolitical issues between China and the U.S. Trump administration have caused Xbox and other types of gaming hardware to explode in price. Vietnam is part of the solution. Okay, blaming him for that is absolutely dumb, considering that you jacked up the price when it was 150-some%, and when it got lowered down to 30 and 10%, you did not lower the price. That's a lie. Is that some issue in a sense? Yeah, I mean, you can't really say that that's not affecting the economy. That just does that in general, because obviously that's just how the vampire game works, and if you try to take away and improve the first party of where you live, they're going to get mad. It's almost like somebody coming to Nintendo's platform saying, I want third-party dominance. You know what I mean? Like, no, I dominate my platform. People want to dominate the territory that they're in. They want America to be more first-party, like the teaming up with Ginseng and NVIDIA. So there's this first-party and third-party war going on in politics. But the problem with that is that the consumer gets the crap. Let me explain it. You have to think of it in that sense. So when you think about America, they've been dominated by third-party vampires for a long time. And when you try to do that and tax the vampires, what are they going to do? They're going to jack up the prices on the consumer. Metaphorically, you could take it however you want, but you guys kind of get what I'm saying, and that's what's going on here. So it's like, no, you're not dominating. I want to increase my first-party brand power in my territory. So you got this war going on, and the problem with that is that if you don't get it to where you want it to get it to, it's going to look like the rich getting richer and the poor getting poorer. And that's what's kind of happening right now with the monopoly going on and all this other crap going on. So, yeah, I mean, people are going to shift the blame to one person. And it's like, trust me, if somebody wasn't doing their job for, either side, because that's how it is, you know how that works, God forbid any of that. But I'm just saying that's what happens. If you're really doing something really terrible, the elites don't want it, they're going to take you out. You know what I mean? Or they'll come after you. Everybody knows this. Look at JFK, look at Lincoln, and just look at history. Just to give you guys a little bit, since politics is involved in this, let's talk about it and let's cover it because I know how to cover it. So this not going to be no political video, but I'm just going to give you an example of that's the war that's going on between the third-party vampires, meaning the people that are not in this society, and the people who are first party in this world, and they're trying to strengthen their first party. Now, obviously, other things can come along with that with certain supremacy ideologies. Yeah, I get what you're saying. Trust me, I look at the whole spectrum. So, since this is mentioned here, it has to be covered. We have to know how this goes, so I can explain this to you guys. I just want what's best for the consumer. You know what I mean? Screw all that, man. Look, give me back my deals. Give me the prices that we had. Get things going well. Put down the prices of the goddamn consoles. Put down the prices of the groceries, prices of the gas, interest rate down, all that, right? Because, I mean, if we're just getting screwed over, well, then, like I said, it's just both parties playing both sides. And one going to the extreme left and one going to the extreme right. Remember that. Don't get stuck on that. That's why I'm independent and I'm with, the man above. Now, When the United States President Trump kicked off a trade war with China, it caused a massive price increase across a variety of products. But like I said, we remember what Microsoft did when they lowered the tariffs down. They did not adjust. One business particularly hard hit has been video game consoles. And Nintendo never jacked the price up of their online, and it's been almost 9 years. Hey man, Sony's giving deals, Nintendo's giving deals, which did not enjoy the same exemptions as other electronics, 100%, because it's the biggest industry in the world. The United States exempted Apple's iPhones from tariffs, for example, to protect one of its top national tech businesses. Don't bite it, Eve, of course. But it did not extend the same courtesy to the only US-based console player still going, good old Xbox. To avoid these type of price increases, manufacturers like Sony, PlayStation, and Nintendo have moved some of their hardware productions out of China. This is where I was going to tell you that they got ahead of the ballpark and they outsmarted Microsoft again, because Nintendo been saw ahead of that, and they've been in Vietnam and they've been doing that. Sony eventually followed suit as well, and they put a base over here in USA. They saw that and they got ahead. Microsoft did not. They stayed in China. That's their fault, which has been disproportionately targeted in Trump's tariff business. And that's bigger than that's the whole world here that's kind of going on. But like I said, man, it gets complicated when it comes to that. You know, it's not just black and white when it comes to politics. And nobody, I hate it. I know you guys hate it, but I understand it because you kind of have to, because it's going to invade your world and you have to know how to deal with it. One country that has benefited from this is Vietnam, 100%, which has increasingly started to assert its position in all types of electronics manufacturing. The country can now count Xbox among these. They're following what Nintendo did years ago. In a new report from Reuters, electronics manufacturing heavyweights Foxconn and Luxshare have submitted planning proposals to local authorities, aimed specifically at growing their video game console footprint. Sorry guys, you know, I can zoom in on for you a little bit, but I'm explaining it to you. Fushan Technology, part of Foxconn, which is, you know, Asian, Vietnam, is seeking production permits specifically for Microsoft Xbox gaming devices. They may actually team up with them for the Magnus, you never know. The report claims with the PC parts, I don't know, man. Fushan aims to scale up to 4.8 million additional Xbox gaming devices as part of their permit. I think Microsoft might just want that for now, which likely includes Xbox Series XS consoles, official Xbox controllers, accessories as well, accessories like the official Xbox headset, and even possible Xbox cloud gaming server tech. As I said, I figured it was going to go beyond the gaming aspect. Microsoft didn't do any Xbox deals for Black Friday and Cyber Monday owing to the stock shortage. So this is one of the reasons why Microsoft said they didn't. Diversifying its supply chain will hopefully help boost Xbox console production in what could be a pretty huge year for the platform. Although DRAM supply constraints and price hikes in 2026 could frustrate those efforts for everyone involved. That's a whole nother game, man. Like I said, guys, it is ridiculous everywhere, and you can expect prices to go up even more, and this kind of sucks. For millions of Xbox users still on Xbox One X and Xbox One S consoles, GTA 6 will likely catalyze upgrades in a way not seen since the Xbox Series XS launched in 2020. Oh boy. So, I mean, this doesn't necessarily have to mean the greatest news, because it is kind of like Foxconn, but it's not terrible news, and it can help Xbox in a certain way after the damage that's already kind of been done. I mean, maybe GTA can do some lifts with them launching huge games next year. Hopefully they got State of Decay and something else, and they're doing that with bundles. And I don't know, man. It's gonna be a tough world next year. We have to really see how it plays out, and we cannot solidify anything because things keep on getting worse, not better. And then who knows if the bubble can pop? So we can't solidify this as 100% good until we really see the full picture. And I think you guys know what I'm talking about here. And I mean for everything, for Switch 2, for PlayStation, though we know they're still going to sell, for Steam Machine, for PC gaming, for laptops, desktops, for all the PC companies, for Newegg.com, for anything electronic oriented. You see what I mean? So it looks like Microsoft is still trying to finish out the Xbox Series XS console generation with doing this. Otherwise, they would have left it like there. Because, like I said before, why did you give up on GTA 6? At least try to get something out of that, because you can get something out of that. It's going to be the biggest launch of all time. So, yeah, like this guy says, GTA 6 might be the last spurt. See what you can get out of it. Stock shortage, laugh out loud. They stopped selling hardware completely. I guess it is stock shortage when you make only 4 and send them to the US. Well, I think that's another reason why you mass cancel everything here, seeing how ridiculous things are, and you want to move it over there, and then try to just finish off whatever you have left to hopefully get those sales in. I mean, I guess that's something you can do. It's better than nothing. So, yeah, people will be foolish to buy a Microsoft console with how they've been so flippant on supporting the brand. I would not trust them at all. I can understand that. You know what I mean? This is not me beating down an Xbox video, but this is more like updating you guys on what's going on with Microsoft, so and the Xbox brand. So it looks like they're going to do that and then migrate over to the Magnus whenever that happens. I think that may get delayed. I was telling people it's not 2026. Now you guys know what I'm saying. It's not going to happen. At the earliest, I'm thinking late 2027, because look at how this stuff is. This thing could be close to $2,000 with the way things are going. So, I mean, I don't know what else to say. Let me know what you guys think. Like I said, this doesn't mean there's some miracle happening for Microsoft, but just that they're trying to move their supply over there for GTA 6 and hopefully not have that be the last straw that broke the camel's back. I don't know, man. I mean, the hope's very low for that side. But hopefully they can have some strong finish with some games coming out and something happens. I don't know. I always liked the Xbox brand, but Microsoft was always a problem. So yeah, let me know what you guys think about this. Pretty much what I think is the consoles will go up again. I mean, I don't know how they're going to avoid this DRAM stuff, man. I really don't. Like, aside from this. You know, and that seems to be a huge thing right now with the Steam Machine stuff going around too. So, yeah, let me know what you guys think about this. Like, comment, subscribe. Peace out. Later.